little bit of nostalgia. Little bit of a nostalgia. Bike blogger here on my way to work. This is gonna be a long commute video. So if you've been waiting for a longer video on my commute, this will be a longer commute. I'm gonna go revisit an old bike commute. That mailman guy, he looked like he was talking to himself. I probably look like I'm talking to myself. He must have had an earpiece or something. Or he's just shouting at the world. Alright, so we're heading north on Claytonia, I think. To Clayton Road. And this is kind of a roundabout way to get where I'm trying to go to, but that's okay. Just after lunch, on my way back to work. Let's take Richmond here. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go this way. I believe, I know this is a private community here. I don't know if these streets are private though. These might be maintained by the city of Clayton, Missouri. But what are your thoughts about that? I mean, if you can take a shortcut, or if it's a nice, smooth road, like some of these government streets. But you don't live in a part of the community, should you not ride through there? I mean, I understand with a car, because, you know, you're damaging the roads if the trustees are paying for them. I can see that being something you definitely don't want, because, you know, people using your roads and they're not having to pay for them. But if you're just on a bike, I guess is it bad etiquette to cut through, let's see, I don't know if that's one way or not. Let's go this way. Kind of looks like that was one way, so we'll go this way. Is it bad etiquette to ride your bike on private streets? Oh, wow, I hit that square on. I didn't even try to jump that little stick. Yeah, is it bad etiquette? I don't know. Alright, these guys are pointing in the right direction. We'll go this way. So yeah, I don't really know. Obviously, you don't want to be going on a private road or a private driveway. I mean, these suburban private neighborhoods, I wouldn't be too concerned, honestly. If I was in a rural area, though, I don't know if I would ride on someone's private gravel driveway or road or whatever. I guess my main concern, at least here in the United States, is I get a shotgun pointed at me, or a rifle, I guess a rifle. Say, get off my land! You know? Obviously you don't want to be trespassing, but what I was mainly talking about are private suburban communities where, you know, sometimes you can sneak through. You know, sometimes they got a gate, but there's still like an opening for pedestrians and you can sneak your bike through. If you have another way to go, I'd probably go another way. But if it's a nice scenic, you know, quiet route versus taking some busy boulevard, you know, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Anyway, we're on the government streets now. This is Wydown Boulevard, Clayton, Missouri. Heading west, away from my work. We're just gonna extend this video, that's all. And there's something going on in the bike lane up there. And there's cars behind me. Slow down just enough. Let's get one more guy through. There we go. Alright. So, coming up to Hanley Road, we'll make a left onto that, and we're gonna cut through one of those private subdivisions, I think. What is this truck doing? Blocking 3 lanes of traffic. There is somebody in it. Look at that crazy statue. My guess is they stopped at the business to my right and they just pulled out. Well, Alsco, you're now forever on this video. Forever be remembered as blocking 3 lanes of traffic. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're gonna cut down, is it Polo? I guess it basically comes down to this is one way, I think. Just go right. I guess maybe it comes more down to, you know, how hard is it to get into the community? I mean, if they got, you know, let's see, straight, I guess. If they got, you know, gates, they got a security post that's manned, they got cameras. Use your common sense. That means they really don't want outsiders in, so probably best not to go into that type of a community. But here, there wasn't a single gate. There's nothing. Nothing stopped me from getting back here. These little private subdivisions are confusing though, because some streets are one way and some aren't. This is the way. I think this is the way to get to the elementary school. Speed bumps. We're gonna cut through over here on someone's driveway. And the sidewalk. This is cool. Alright. Alright, so we got through there. I could have taken another shortcut, which would have been a sidewalk. It's a little public park. Now we're on a city street. I don't know exactly the name of this street. It might be Davis, or no, Davis goes east-west, I think. I don't know. Nice mid-size brick homes here. Expensive homes. I love the tree-lined streets. City trees, or street trees, or whatever you call them. Make the suburbia a little bit more exurbia. Okay. But I would rather be definitely in the thick of it than in the thicket. So what I'm trying to do is get out of here. I'm trying to get out of Clayton. So let's keep going west. Gotta watch those doors. Once a trash truck, a guy just stopped the truck in the middle of the road, and the driver got out. You know, on the driver's side, he threw open the door, and it's like, whoa! He almost got hit in the face, or slammed into the guy. Let's go this way. Yeah, there's a trash truck. Another time I really almost got hurt. This was probably just like no one around. Like a year ago or so, there were some guys handling some 2x4s and up into the business park. Enterprise Rent-A-Car. There's some guys handling some 2x4s, and they were doing some work, I don't know, on a front porch or something of a house, and he started walking into the street, And, you know, I didn't think a whole lot of it. Keep in mind, the issue here is this 2x4. Well, I don't know, maybe it was something, I think it was a 2x4, I don't think it was a 2x6. You know, a wood plank, you know, a piece of wood, basically. It was, I don't know, maybe 12 feet long. He had it, you know, he had it on top of his shoulder. He was, you know, holding it there. And then all of a sudden, he like turned. So now this, you know, the turning radius, you know, is huge. I mean, well, you know, if he's holding a 2x4 and it's really long on his shoulder and he turns 90 degrees, all of a sudden now this thing's sticking, you know, 6-7 feet out into the road. And whoa, I did not expect that. To be truthfully honest, I wasn't totally looking straight ahead. I was kind of looking behind me because I was getting ready to make a turn and make sure. I didn't have a mirror on my bike at the time. Another good reason to have a mirror. And I barely saw it just in time, and I ducked. You know, like when you're getting really low, on the bike, you know, like arrow position, I was able to duck, and I was able to clear it. It swooped right over my head. And wow, if I hadn't ducked and I hadn't seen it in time, and I had hit my face on it, going, I don't know, 20 miles per hour, that would have really hurt. Now I hate this. This neighborhood in its infinite wisdom, because of us unruly cyclists, put that big planter right there. Partially to prevent cars from parking there, but also to slow cyclists down for the footpath. I guess it is a footpath, so. But I hate that. I absolutely hate that. Shame on this subdivision. I don't like that at all. It wasn't there like a year ago or so, but they had a meeting, and I don't know, someone raised the concern, and lo and behold, the city helped fork over the money to install some planters there. Which, you know, you gotta give priority to pedestrians before anybody else. That I understand. Let's make it right. But yeah, I hate that because you gotta really slow down, almost pretty much get off my bike to get around it. I mean, I could jump onto the lawn and go on the grass, and I'd probably do that in the future, but I'd rather not ride through someone's front yard to avoid a planter. Anyway, this looks nothing like my old bike commute. I'm trying to get there. I used to live in Brentwood, Missouri, and that's where I'm heading now. I'm sort of on the border of Clayton and Ladue, Missouri right now. Oh look, the house is for sale, but it says too late. I guess someone's already bought it, or under contract. See, the bad thing about these houses, at least to my right, let's make a right here, is that all these houses over here, a good chunk of them, are along a creek known as Black Creek. It's the same creek that goes through Brentwood, Missouri on some of my old commutes. A little park I used to ride through a lot, over the bridge. It overflows, and a lot of those houses back there, including I think these apartments, are in the flood zone. So there's a fair chance if you buy a property around here, it will flood at one point. So gotta get your flood insurance. Alright, straight ahead is the Galleria Mall. It is a large indoor mall, retail mall. Let's make a right if we get a chance here. There we go. We are on Clayton Road again. You'll remember I crossed Clayton not too long ago. I could have ridden straight down Clayton, but it's a busier road and it's windier. And honestly, the county, I live in St. Louis County, Missouri, is doing a horrible job of maintaining this road. Clayton Road is pretty beat up, especially through Clayton, Missouri proper. Pretty bad. 17 miles per hour up the hill. So we're exiting Clayton, entering Ladue, Missouri. Not gonna knock Ladue too much, but I looked it up on city data. Ladue's like 95% white, you know, ethnicity. Yeah, so it's 95% white. What's wrong with that? I'm not a super duper liberal. I like to live in a little bit more diverse city. Keep in mind, Brentwood, Missouri is, I don't know, it might be about 95% white too, but I've moved to Richmond Heights. A little more diversity. I'm happy with that. Richmond Heights is a weird city though, because even the city of Richmond Heights, which I am in now that I started heading south, is fragmented. The city of Richmond Heights, Missouri has 4 school districts. So depending on where you live in Richmond Heights dictates what school your kid goes to. And those districts are Brentwood, Maplewood, Richmond Heights, Ladue, and Clayton school districts. That guy was nice. He waited till I hit the bottom of the hill, and then he passed me when he knew I was going to slow down, which is pretty much now. Single speed. Oh yeah, there's a development up here. Manhasset Village Apartments and Condominiums or something. Crossing Interstate 64 freeway, also known around here as Highway 40. Used to be known as the Daniel Boone Expressway up to Brentwood, Missouri, which is about here. Then I think it changed names. Wow, this was not here before, you know. I've not been around here for a while, but the few times you've seen me ride past here in a video, this was all construction, and there was nothing to the right. It was just all grass, pretty much. There used to be Manhasset apartments up here that were more affordable. These are obviously brand new construction, and the rates are pretty expensive. If I'd have to guess, it's probably about $2 grand a month to rent or to mortgage or whatever a condo over there. To my left are Brentwood Forest, also used to be known as Audubon Park. And back then it was cheaper, not as nice as today though. That's because now it's more expensive. So we'll cut through this little community. Huh, that car was not stopped. It was not over here by the stop line. He was like on the wrong side of the road there. I don't know what was that about. I guess he got out of a parking spot or something. He was driving on the wrong side of the road. All right, we're in Brentwood, Missouri now. See how quickly we went from one city to the next? We were in Clayton and Ladue and Richmond Heights, and now we're in Brentwood. So that's why you know, we're at a very fractured area. You know, I mean, there's like 4 school districts are the nexus of all of them around here. Anyway, I gotta climb up to Brentwood. Up. I know we're nearing the end of 2017, and I meant to do a video, shout outs to people who requested them last year. If they're still watching, I don't even know. It's a year ago. But I'm gonna give out my shout outs at the end of the year here in an upcoming video. If you'd like me to shout out your name, your channel's name, leave a link in the description below on that video. I'll do that for you. You just gotta let me know before year's end here. Preferably, I don't know the scheduling. I mean, maybe I'll try to remember. But I got at least like 10 people I'm gonna shout out in that video. A shout out is basically just a plug. If you want me to advertise your channel for free, just let me know in the comment section below. Alright, now we gotta keep climbing. Almost to the top. Maybe some of this is looking familiar. Maybe it just all looks like suburbia to you if you live in a major city. But we're in the residential section of Brentwood now. Right? More street trees. Love me some street trees. Nice scenery. It's a big hassle with all the leaves coming down, you know, maintenance wise, but it's still pretty. It's still worth it. I like trees. I'm a tree hugger. I love my trees. Alright. Make a left onto St. Clair. We'll begin our commute. Our old-fashioned commute from Brentwood. A little bit of nostalgia. A little bit of a nostalgia. Alright. To be truthfully honest, I have not been back here since, you know, earlier this year when I last lived around here. And feels a little weird. Feels a little weird. That's okay. Normally I start the video up here at the intersection of Litzinger and St. Clair or Bremerton by the elementary school. So we're 1 block away from that now. Now we can act like I'm running late for work, because I am running late for work. And there was a guy in that truck and I just screamed at him. Oh, crazy cyclist. Up the hill. Alright, this is Litzinger. And here we go. Make a left here. Whew. Now things should look familiar if you're a long-time viewer. This is where I began my commute early this year. And the same commutes I had for multiple years, a few years. New commute now, but it's cool to be back on my old commute. Very nostalgic. I try to go my favorite route that I used to always go. Used to always make a left here, head up High School Drive, and then I'd make a left or a right here on the Harrison. This always kind of scared me here, this turn. Because it's, you know, they got the changing pavement qualities there, and it's kind of steep and it's a tight turn, and I'm done falling off my bike. It might be a little true. As you grow older, you become less risk adverse, or more risk adverse, and you don't want to take risks as much, and become a little bit of a wuss. Hey, I've already actually I don't think I've fallen off my bike this year. I shouldn't have said that. Alright. I wanted to go this way because this is the way I often went up here too. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that because I'm due for falling off my bike. Okay. We're running into a car. Alright, everything still kind of looks the same. Busy Brentwood Boulevard. Heading over there to where that guy's waiting. That's Rosalie, I believe. They just keep coming. I could head straight too, it looks like. That looks like a pretty big bump though, getting into that parking lot. Alright. Here's our gap. It's not much of a gap. Let's go. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, see, I said it just a second ago. I'm due for another accident. Alright. Let's talk about that here. Just a second. There's all these trucks around. Don't stop. Yeah, I was gonna cross there, assuming that guy was not gonna move over. He turned on his signal at the last minute and started moving over into the lane I was getting ready to cross. The lesson from that is you wait till someone completely passes and then you start crossing the road. You know, start getting into the road and crossing it when there's still traffic coming. Here we go. Going this way. Hello. Hi. That was nice. I said hello to somebody earlier today and they said hi. I don't know what the deal is. Around St. Louis, people don't always really say hi. They don't always seem to be super happy, like me sometimes. I said hi to another cyclist earlier today. I didn't catch it on video though, but he was riding a, oh, look out for dogs. Alright. I can remember all this. Oh man. Had a leaf stuck in there. Where are all these dog walkers coming from? It's like, what time is it? It's 2 p.m. on a Friday. I guess everybody else is like me, they're a slacker. Why aren't you guys working? What was I talking about before? I already forgot. Oh well, maybe it'll come back to me, maybe it won't. What is this? Okay, we can still go through here. Oh yeah, this is what's going on. Brentwood designated a dog park in Hamley Park here, and this is it. No offense, I'm not a dog lover. I am an animal lover though, which means I'm a dog lover. But oh, this so makes it look so ugly. Oh man. I guess it's nice for dogs to be able to run around with without a leash on, but I've had good experiences with dogs generally. So honestly, I'd rather not have a dog park and just have a designated area where everybody knows dog owners are allowed to let their dogs roam around without a leash. But then the first dog to bite somebody, or the first dog to run out into the street here and get killed or cause someone to get hurt, then you'd have to build that fenced in area. It just looks so ugly. I really like the way it used to look. So not totally sad I got a new Commute now. This is still all very much the same though, but that is one thing I've noticed that's different. They got a dog park now. Oh well, oh well. This road is always really windy. I don't know why. I know there's not a lot of shelter, but I don't know, something just causes the winds to really pick up down here. It's kind of a valley, maybe that's why. Let's see if I can still cut through over here. Used to always do this. Let's see, I used to cut through right here on the far left. If I can't, I think there's a path to the right. I used to like to do a little this, it looks like I can still cut through, ooh, broken up concrete, or broken up asphalt. Alright, yeah, that wasn't so great. But they do have a path right here. You can cut through right there. So much easier. Used to be they had fences up and chains, so you couldn't cut through back here. But they got rid of some of that, although they built it up with landscaping rocks back there. And I used to be able to cut through straight ahead, but then they built this really big platform, and pretty certain I still can't go through back this way. Yeah, they even have a chain up. Don't want you going that way. It used to be a way I could cut through back here. Probably check my video. I think it's called Mars Attacks, like the wonderful Academy Award-winning movie Mars Attacks. It was a drama, I think, with alien invasion. Very serious drama movie. Very cool though. But yeah, I have a video called Mars Attacks, and I think I rode back that way in that video. So we're gonna make a right here. This is where I used to make my right. Oh yeah, we're gonna see some new developments as we near the end of my commute here, and we get near Sunnin Business Park, because they've been doing a lot of work over there too. But yeah, I used to ride down this shore. All in all, pretty interesting bike commute. Now what? Okay. Alright. Oh wow. Huh. Oh. There's a park back there. What is... Oh, I think that's Oak Tree Park. They just opened it all up. Can't remember. I think sometimes I went up this way. We'll go this way. Out for the cars. Alright. Yeah, and then I'd cross straight over here. I didn't exactly go this way, but it's the general way I went. Alright, here we go. Yeah, earlier when there was a car moved into the other lane and I almost smacked right into him. He didn't have a right turn signal on until basically he was like right in intersecting with my path. Yeah, that was dangerous. I'll have to go back and check the video. I think he was coming down the road, the SUV earlier. I think he was coming down the road from like way up and along the road. I don't think he was making a left out of the Starbucks, because you're not allowed to do that. You're not supposed to be making a left out of the Starbucks. I don't think that was him though. I think that was another SUV. So many SUVs. Alright. Yes, I used to cut through this parking lot. And I go and I go up this hill straight ahead. And things are probably going to look a little different at the top of the hill than they used to years back. So we shall see. I just heard like a phone ring in that SUV that just passed. Sounded pretty loud though, like not like a cell phone. Maybe it's like it might have been an Escalade, a Cadillac Escalade. So there might be a car phone, but who uses a car phone nowadays? Everybody's got their cell phone. I guess maybe if you got Bluetooth and some speakers set up in your fancy car. Oh man, I did not get a running start with this hill. I also used to wear or use clipless pedals. It was a little bit easier being able to pull up with a little more strength when you got clipless pedals on a single speed uphill. Alright. So I'm primarily using my body weight to push down on the pedal. But I'm not super heavy, so not getting a lot of places. Whew. Alright. All these trucks. Alright. Oh wow, that one house is still standing. I believe it's used by the foreman to keep building plans and stuff. Whew. Alright. Yeah, the house to the left. That's a pretty big house. Big trucks. So yeah, they built a car dealership right to my right, and they're building apartments straight ahead. Not a huge fan of the brick color scheme, but scheme. And then nobody around. And then straight ahead there's a car dealership, a new one they built. And then to the right, you can't see it, across the street is a car dealership. And then straight ahead is a car dealership. Oh my. Now leasing. Wow, it's windy up here. Yeah, it looks a lot different. And you know me, liked it a lot better when it wasn't there. There's a big field, and if you check some of my really early videos, like 10 ways to carry something on a bike or whatever. I was riding my Diamondback at the time. It's just a big field, and I could ride my bike through the field or on a gravel road. It was really cool. Although before then, let's make a right. Haven't seen the train yet today. Before then, it was a residential subdivision with older apartments, more affordable apartments. And since it's new construction, most of the people who live there have probably been priced out. So they've had to move somewhere else, and they won't be moving back, most likely. I don't know what those guys were doing. That truck has a Metrolink symbol on it. Oh wow, look, there's no cars in this parking lot. Why? Well, government workers. I shouldn't rag on government workers, even though they got better benefits than I do, probably. Government workers, you know, government hours, whatever. It's Friday, bank hours, whatever. Used to be the Board of Elections, County Board of Elections over here. I don't know if it still is though, because our wonderful county executive made a deal with one of his cronies to move it to a different part of the county, which for good or bad, I don't know, but you know, someone gives you election donations and you know, it's a kickback, you know, now I'll give you a construction contract. So yeah, I don't want to talk politics. I know I've talked a little politics in this video. Generally not happy with the state of affairs, personally. Local government or federal government. I just don't like any of them. Anyway, It's not, hopefully it's not beginning to rain. It looks like it's gonna rain today. But we're reaching the end of my old bike commute. It'd be nice to end it with a train. I actually heard the train earlier today. I heard it several blocks away, north of here, which is where I'm heading. Let's go down this way. Police officer car. I'm trying to be a little PC. Police officers don't like to be called cops, I think. Unlike that long-running TV series Cops. I think cop refers to copper, which is what the badges used to be made out of, or maybe still are. But it's kind of like a, the official term is officer. That's what you should call them, at least. Oh, man. What are they doing up there? Maybe they'll pass, and I can end this commute. Most likely I can ride on the sidewalk. Just have to see. Oh, they're leaf vacuuming, I think. Picking up leaves. That's why everyone's dumping their leaves into the street. I guess it's a nice service. They do it in my city too, my new city, Richmond Heights. You don't want those going down the storm drain though. Okay. This is Sutton. This is where we end our bike commute to work. We head to downtown Maplewood, Missouri. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Single speed is all you need. 27 miles per hour. See you next time.